It is 2:17 in the morning. You wake up not to the sound of an alarm, but to the distinct, horrifying sensation of warm breath directly on your eyelid. You peel one eye open. Standing 3 inches from your nose is your toddler, silent as a Victorian ghost with tuberculosis, staring directly into your soul with unblinking, predatory focus. You do not know how long they have been standing there. 5 seconds? 45 minutes? All you know is that your heart rate just spiked to 160 beats per minute, your soul left your physical body, and you realize, with crushing regret, you did this to yourself. 3 weeks ago, you had an 11-hour uninterrupted sleep champion. Then you saw an aesthetic Instagram post. You saw the tiny wooden rails, the Montessori floor mattress, the cute linen sheets. You said the 4 most dangerous words in modern parenting. They are ready for the big kid bed. Congratulations, you did not give your child an independence milestone. You accidentally handed a tiny, emotionally unregulated human with zero impulse control a 24-hour all-access pass to nocturnal anarchy. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Your toddler did not start waking up because they hate sleep. They stopped sleeping because their prefrontal cortex literally cannot compute an open room without a physical boundary. To an underdeveloped brain, removing the crib rails did not feel like freedom. It felt like being dropped in the middle of Times Square at midnight and being told to take a nap. Today, we are breaking down the 4 silent mistakes that turned your toddler's bedtime into a 4-hour hostage negotiation, why the transition failed biologically, and the exact zero screaming protocol to fix it tonight. Pay close attention to mistake number 3, because 90% of parents do it thinking they are showing love, but it is actually the exact mechanism turning your hallway into a midnight casino. Let us get into it. Mistake number 1, the open floor plan panic, also known as spatial disorientation. Let us talk about what actually happens inside a 2-year-old's nervous system the night you dismantle the crib. From your perspective, you upgraded their room. You gave them a real bed. You feel like a proud, progressive parent fostering autonomy. From your toddler's perspective, you just deleted their external nervous system. You see, a crib is not a cage. To a toddler whose spatial awareness and sensory processing systems are still under heavy construction, the 4 walls of a crib act as an external physical container. When they roll over in a crib and hit a wooden slat, their proprioceptive system gets immediate sensory feedback. This is where I end. This is where the world begins. I am contained, and I am safe. Harvard's Center on the Developing Child research shows that spatial containment is one of the primary drivers of autonomic downregulation in early childhood. When you remove those 4 walls before their brain has built an internal map of safety, their amygdala triggers low-grade vigilance. The toddler brain looks at the open floor and immediately goes into perimeter defense mode. The walls are gone. The door is open. If I can get out of this bed, what is stopping anything else from getting in? Who is guarding the hallway? Is anyone watching the kitchen? I guess I have to do it. They do not get out of bed because they want to play with blocks. They get out of bed because their nervous system is frantically searching for a boundary to anchor against. When we ignore this, we wire the early association that bedtime equals vulnerability. This is how you build an adult who suffers from chronic sleep-onset insomnia because their nervous system never learned how to feel safe in an open space without checking the front door locks 6 times. Here is the actionable fix, the tactile re-anchor. If your toddler is already in a bed and struggling, do not leave them floating in an open void. You need to artificially restore proprioceptive boundaries without buying another crib. Take a pool noodle or a rolled-up heavy bath blanket and slide it directly underneath the fitted sheet along the open edge of the bed. It creates a subtle 4-inch tactile bumper. When they roll against it at night, their nervous system gets that instant sensory confirmation of safety, stops the perimeter alarm, and allows their brain to slip into deep Stage 3 slow-wave sleep. Mistake number 2, the midnight negotiation trap, or the slot machine protocol. It is 2:30 a.m. Door clicks open. Tiny feet patter across the hardwood floor. I want water. You give them water. I want the blue dinosaur blanket. You get the blue dinosaur blanket. I need you to sing the song about the tractor twice while holding my pinky finger. You find yourself sitting on the rug, delivering an impassioned 20-minute lecture on the biological necessity of human sleep. Sweetheart, Mommy works tomorrow. Daddy has a big meeting. Look at the clock. Mr. Bear is sleeping. The moon is sleeping. Stop. Look at what just happened. You think you are validating their feelings. You think you are using gentle, respectful communication. What you actually just did was install a high-stakes slot machine in the middle of your hallway. In behavioral psychology, this is known as an intermittent variable reward schedule, the exact same mechanism B.F. Skinner discovered that makes gambling addictive. If a toddler gets out of bed and gets a guaranteed flat no every single time, the behavior extinguishes quickly. But if they get out of bed and 3 out of 10 times they get a glass of water, 5 minutes of emotional dialogue, and a parent lying on the floor holding their hand, their brain registers a massive jackpot. To a toddler, negative attention, rational explanations, and desperate bargaining are all high-value dopamine rewards. Your midnight TED Talk is not putting them to sleep. It is an interactive podcast they get to produce at 3 in the morning. When boundaries become debates at 2 a.m., children learn that structure is arbitrary. They learn that fatigue breaks rules and that relentless testing is the only way to find where the real boundary actually lives. Here is the actionable fix: the low-stimulus, silent return. From this moment forward, midnight verbal negotiations are canceled. Pass number 1. Warm, clear boundary. You walk them back, tuck them in, and use one script. It is nighttime. Your body stays in bed. I love you. Good night. Pass number 2. Reduce your language by 80%. Walk them back, place them in bed, and say 2 words. Bedtime now. Pass number 3 through pass 47. 0 words, 0 eye contact, 0 emotional charge. You become a loving human forklift. You gently pick them up, place them back on the mattress, tuck the blanket, and walk out. The first night, they might test this 20 times because they are checking if the slot machine is truly out of coins. By night 3, when their brain realizes the casino is officially closed, the search for dopamine ends, and the nervous system defaults back to sleep. Let us pause right here for a forensic observation. You are watching this while trapped in a rocking chair, terrified that if your knee pops, your toddler's eyes will snap open like an animatronic doll. Hit the subscribe button right now. That way, the next time your toddler invents a completely fictional reason why they cannot sleep in their bed, you have psychological backup waiting for you on your home feed. Now let us get to mistake number 3, the one that started this whole disaster in the first place. Mistake number 3, the milestone rush, or the impulse control deficit. Why did you transition your child to a big kid bed? Be honest. Was it because they were climbing out of the crib with the athletic agility of an Olympic rock climber? Or was it because they turned 2, your mother-in-law asked if they were still in a crib, and you felt an invisible, societal pressure that keeping them in a crib was holding back their maturity? We treat the big kid bed like a badge of honor. We treat it like graduating from college. Here is what pediatric sleep medicine and developmental psychology actually say about the toddler brain between 18 and 36 months. The ability to stay in an invisible boundary, a bed with no physical walls, requires executive impulse control. Inhibitory control is housed in the prefrontal cortex. Research from the Yale Child Study Center confirms that this brain region does not even begin the structural myelination process required for basic impulse suppression until approximately 3 to 3.5 years of age. When a 2-year-old wakes up at 1 a.m. in a crib, they see their toy truck across the room. Their brain thinks, I want truck. But they look at the crib rail, realize they cannot get it, roll over, and go back to sleep. Physical constraint did the heavy lifting that their prefrontal cortex could not. When that same 2-year-old wakes up in a toddler bed, they think, I want truck. There is no rail. To expect a 24-month-old to lie in an open bed, see the open room, and choose to stay there through sheer mental discipline is like handing the keys of a sports car to an untrained puppy and expecting them to parallel park. When we rush milestones before neurological readiness, we do not build independence, We build chronic cognitive overwhelm. We force children to manage freedom they are biologically unequipped to regulate, and the result is hypervigilance, bedtime dread, and endless midnight wandering. Here is the actionable fix: the impulse scaffold. If your child is under age 3 and the transition has turned into a total disaster, there is zero shame in putting the crib rails back on. It is not a regression, it is restoring a developmental safety net. If returning to the crib is not an option, you must replace the missing internal boundary with an external visual cue. Toddlers cannot process abstract time. Telling them to stay in bed until 7 in the morning means nothing to a brain that has no concept of minutes. Use a visual, color-changing clock. Red light means, my room is asleep, my body rests. Yellow light means, I can read books quietly in bed. Green light means, the house is awake, I can leave the room. You pair the visual light with an environmental container. Keep the bedroom door closed. Treat the entire bedroom as the crib. If the room is child-proofed and the perimeter is clearly marked by the closed door, their brain stops scanning the whole house for boundaries and settles back down. Mistake number 4. The fading parent vanishing act. You have finally gotten them into the bed. You sat beside them for 45 minutes. You stroked their hair. You sang 4 albums worth of lullabies. Their breathing slows. Their eyelids flutter shut. You begin the operation. You slide one socked foot across the rug. You freeze. You drop to your stomach and execute a low crawl across the floorboards like a military operative infiltrating an enemy compound. You reach the doorframe, slip out into the hallway, gently pull the door shut, and breathe a sigh of relief. 20 minutes later, full-scale emotional meltdown. Why? Every human being, adults, teenagers, toddlers, wakes up 4 to 6 times every single night during natural sleep cycle transitions. When you wake up at 3 a.m. in the middle of a micro-arousal, you quickly scan your environment. Your pillow is still there. Your blanket is still there. You are in the exact same condition you were in when you fell asleep. Your brain says, safe, and you immediately drift back into the next sleep cycle without ever fully waking up. Now imagine your toddler. They fell asleep with a warm, comforting parent sitting 6 inches from their face, stroking their forehead. When they hit their natural micro-arousal at 2 a.m., they open their eyes. The room is pitch black. The human whose presence was required to downregulate their nervous system is gone. Their brain does not think, oh, mom went to bed. Their primitive alarm system sounds an emergency evacuation horn. The environment has radically changed. The person keeping the alive has vanished into thin air. Emergency breach. When falling asleep requires an illusion that gets shattered every midnight, we accidentally train the child's brain to fight deep sleep out of fear of being abandoned while unconscious. Here is the actionable fix: the promise check-in protocol. Do not sneak out of the room while they are falling asleep. You must help them fall asleep with the environment remaining identical to how it will look when they wake up at 2 in the morning. Instead of staying until they are unconscious, introduce the timed check-in. Step 1. Sit in the chair for 5 minutes during the wind-down. Step 2. Stand up while they are still awake and say clearly, I love you. I am going to the kitchen to fold 2 shirts. I will come back and check on you in 3 minutes. Step 3. Actually come back in 3 minutes. Walk in, give a gentle shoulder pat, and say, I came back just like I promised. You are safe. I'm going to brush my teeth and check on you in 5 minutes. What does this teach the toddler's subconscious wiring? When my parent leaves the room, they do not vanish forever. They always return. I am safe to close my eyes in an empty room because connection is continuous, even when they are not right in front of my face. Let us take a breath. Why do we panic so much when our toddlers stop sleeping? Why does a 2 in the morning hallway standoff feel like such a profound personal failure? Because we live in a culture that has turned child development into a competitive speed run. We are bombarded with books, social media posts, and well-meaning family members telling us what our child should be doing by month 24, month 30, month 36. We rush them out of cribs. We rush them into big beds. We rush them into independence because deep down, our own anxiety whispers, If they are not hitting these milestones early, I am falling behind as a parent. We carry our own adult performance pressure into their bedrooms at night. You did not transition the bed out of impatience. You did it out of love. You did it because you wanted to give them trust, freedom, and growth. But your child does not need premature freedom to prove they are growing. They need steady, uncompromising boundaries so their developing nervous system does not have to carry the weight of the whole world before they can even tie their own shoes. Parenting is not about hurrying them into the next stage. It is about protecting the scaffolding of the stage they are currently in. You are not failing because your toddler ended up on your floor at 3 in the morning. You are just a good parent discovering where the invisible line lives. I put together a free one-page printable, the bedtime boundary and 2 a.m. reset cheat sheet. It includes our exact 3-step verbal scripts for midnight returns, the visual color clock setup checklist, and the timed check-in schedule to eliminate bedtime separation anxiety. You can download it completely free at the link in the description below. And look, once you have their sleep space locked down and their physical boundaries protected, you might realize there is another invisible factor keeping their brain wired and hyper-alert right up until bedtime: the screen they watched at 5 in the afternoon. If you want to understand the hidden neurological rush happening behind those bright colors and fast transitions, you need to watch this video right here. Cocomelon Brain: What high-speed cartoons actually do to a 2-year-old. It breaks down the exact dopamine loop that hijacks toddler focus, overstimulates their nervous system, and makes falling asleep feel impossible. Click right here and I will see you over there.